Picture this. You are watching a commercial and suddenly there is a twist in the story that makes your heart skip a bit. That moment, that skip, it's a somatic marker, a physical clue to your deepest emotion, and it's the key to unlocking our brand attachments. Today's episode dives into the visceral worlds of these markers. We'll explore not just how they shape our experience, but how savvy brands harness them to build powerful, enduring connection with us, the consumers. From the butterflies of excitement to the sigh of relief, we are surrounded by these emotional signals. Join me as I reveal the science behind this moment and how they can transform a simple product into a lifelong companion. If you're ready to learn the secret of turning fleeting feelings into lasting brand loyalty, stay tuned. This episode will change the way you think about every heartbeat of your consumer's journey. Hey there, savvy listeners! Welcome back to another electrifying episode of Neuromarketing Tap into the Consumer Brain. I'm your host, Marco Baldocchi, your guide through the captivating world of neuromarketing, a realm where psychology, neuroscience, and marketing come together to unlock the secret of consumer behavior. For the newcomers, brace yourself for a mind-bending journey. I am a consumer behavior enthusiast with a passion for decoding the inner working of our brains and how they shape our choices. Join me in this interesting exploration as we dive into the deep waters of neuromarketing, discovering the science behind what makes you, me, and everyone else say, yes, I want that. Wherever you are a returning fan or step into our world for the first time, I promise you this episode, like every episode, is a treasure trove of insight to help you navigate the dynamic landscape of marketing. So fasten your seatbelts, open your minds, and get ready to unravel the mysteries of the consumer psyche. Let's dive in. Today, we were entering to the pivotal area of the crossroad of emotion and decision making, somatic marker. This intriguing concept not only captivates neuroscience, but is also a key interest in the world of marketing. Understanding somatic markers. Let's start at the beginnings. What are somatic markers? Introduced by the neurologist Antonio Damasio, somatic markers are physical responses to emotional stimuli. They are the psychological signal, like a rapid heartbeat or a rush of excitement, that our body sends in response to how we feel. Crucially, these markers influence our decision making, particularly in complex or uncertain situations. For marketers, understanding these emotional cues can be a powerful way to connect with consumers. Diving into Varsha's seeing research. To appreciate the full impact of Varsha's seeing studies, it's essential to dive into the details of her research method and thinking. Her study, conducted at the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, focused on the somatic markers hypothesis and its role in adaptive control during emotion recall. The hypothesis, rooted in neuroscience, suggests that our psychological responses to emotions can guide our decision making, particularly when it comes to complex, uncertain choices. Singh's research involved two experiments meticulously designed to investigate the interplay between emotional memory recall and long-term decision making, within the framework of Iowa gambling task. The task is a psychological tool that simulates real-life decision making and has been widely used to study choices under risk and uncertainty. In the first experiment, participants were asked to recall emotional experience of both positive and negative valence. Singh was particularly interested in the sequence of this recollection, whether starting with a positive memory and then recalling a negative one or vice versa, would impact decision making. Remarkably, the study found that participants who recalled the negative experience followed by a positive one showed a better ability to make advantageous decisions in the long term during the Iowa gambling task. The second experiment delved even deeper, examining how specificity in emotional recall, whether participants recalled a specific emotional event or a general emotional theme. A subsequent mood recollection influenced decision making. Again, the results were telling. Participants who engaged in specific negative emotional recall followed by a positive mood regulation made more advantageous long-term decisions. These experiments collectively suggest that the process of recalling an emotional experience and then regulating one's mood can significantly enhance decision-making abilities. is not just emotion themselves, but the control and adjustment after experiences these emotions that are crucial. Things Words shines a light into the intricate processes underlying our choices and provides a scientific basis for the powerful influence of emotional experience on our long-term decision-making faculties. It opens up a new dimension in understanding consumer behavior, one that is deeply rooted in our cognitive and emotional processing system. These findings are a testament to the complexity of human connection and the profound effects of our emotional experience have on our abilities to navigate future choices. For marketers, this research is a goldmine. It provides empirical evidence that emotional experience, when recalled and adjusted appropriately, can shape consumer decision-making in a significant way. This highlights the potential for nuanced marketing strategy that can harness the power of emotional journey to foster long-term consumer relationship with brands. So, as we peel back the layer of consumer decision maker, we uncover the rich tapestry of emotion and somatic responses that drive our choices. Since research is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a critical one that offers actionable insight for anyone looking to influence decision, wherever the marketing, product design, or even policy making. Implication for brands and consumer communication. Building on Varsh's search, let's explore how brands can leverage somatic marketers not just to tell a story, but to forge a deeper attachment to their brand. The crux of Sing studies is merely the emotion themselves, but the transition from negative to positive emotional states and the control we exert over this process. This dynamic is crucial for brands aiming to create a strong emotional attachment with consumers. So, how can brands apply this? First, it's about creating experiences that mirror the emotional journey studied by Sing. This could mean designing customers' interaction where initial discomfort or dissatisfaction is resolved by the brand intervention, leading to a sense of relief or joy. Brands can build on moments of tension, think of a consumer's frustration when a problem arises, and then position themselves to the hero that turns the situation around. The key here is the adaptive control in emotional recall, as outlined in Sing's research. Brands should craft messages that help consumers recall positive experiences associated with their products, even if those memories start with a point of challenge or adversity. This creates a narrative where the brand is associated with overcoming obstacles and enhancing well-being. Moreover, brand can create platform for customers to share their own stories of transformation and positive change facilitated by the brand's products or services. This user-generated content not only provides authenticity but also triggers similar emotional journey in prospective customers. Another aspect is the post-purchase experience. Brands often focus on the journey up to the point of sale, but Sing's research highlights the importance of the emotional state after the experience. Therefore, brands need to ensure that they continue to provide positive emotional reinforcement after the purchase. This could be through follow-up services, loyalty programs, or community building activities that sustain and elevate the customer's emotional journey. In a sense, the attachment to the brand is strengthened when consumers perceive the brand as an entity that not only understands their emotional need but also actively contributes to their emotional well-being. This requires a nuanced approach, one that goes beyond surface-level engagement to truly tap into the emotional hubs and flows that characterize the human experience. By focusing on the emotional journey from negative to positive and by providing tools for emotional control and recall, brands can move beyond transactional relationship to establish lasting emotional bonds. This, as Sing's research suggests, is a pathway to long-term decision-making where brand loyalty resides. As we conclude today's episode, it's clear that this intersection of neuroscience and marketing is rich with possibilities. Somatic markers are more than psychological curiosity. They are a window into deeper consumer behavior. For marketers, leveraging this knowledge can revolutionize how they connect with their audience. Next time you feel drawn to a product or a brand, think about emotions behind your decision. And for marketers, remember, tapping into the consumer's brain is about understanding and becoming a part of these emotional journeys. Thank you for joining me on Neuromarketing, Tap into the Consumer's Brain. Stay tuned for more insight into the fascinating world of consumer neuroscience. And till our next chat, keep those thinking caps on and stay curious.